Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is Sunday, April 26th, 2020. This is a general love reading for the sign of Taurus for this upcoming week in April, first part of May. So welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all staying healthy. And happy birthday, by the way. It is Taurus season. I am also a Taurus. Happy birthday to us. If you've already celebrated or are looking forward to one, or if today's your birthday, an extra special happy birthday to you. Carmela is joining us today, co-starring in your reading. And I do want to remind all of my viewers that this is a general reading, so it can pertain to just about anything. Relationships, situations and circumstances surrounding home, family, social circles, work, school. If you can think of it, it might apply. Be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards. You may feel like I'm reading for you. You might feel like you're cross-watching. You can be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. If the reading resonates, you'll know who you are. My intention is to reach those that need the message and will benefit in some way from the message. So parts of it may resonate for you, other parts may not. Take what does and leave behind what doesn't. And hopefully by the end, you'll have something worthwhile to take away from it. Okay, Taurus, so we're going to get started. Sylvester's also down here, by the way. He says happy birthday as well. He's likely to make an appearance. Both of the animals have been very needy for the past several days and very insistent that they get their attention. So don't be surprised if you see him at some point, if not multiple times, during your reading. And here we go, Taurus. Let's see what we've got for you. And almost on cue, there he is, Sylvester. All right, here we go. Six of Pentacles paired with the Eight of Cups. Five of Cups in reverse. Four of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Judgment in reverse. And Nine of Wands. And I do want to mention, for those of you new or unfamiliar to my channel, the bird is not in any danger because of the cat. It's more vice versa. She can be very aggressive and she's been very moody. If his tail gets too close or he's just laying there unaware, she'll run up and nip at him. So he's usually pretty calm around her. So anyway, Taurus, back to you. What I'm getting from this first set of cards, okay, see, I didn't even see what happened, but it felt like she went after him. I don't know if you're trying to demonstrate what I'm talking about, but I think that's unnecessary. Okay? Can you just leave him alone, please? I'll have to watch that back and see what she did. It felt like she was going after him. Anyway, back to you, Taurus. So it feels like you may have left an emotional situation behind or walked away from something that wasn't feeling so right for you or feeling very good for you. Maybe recovering from some grief, maybe recovering from a lost or broken relationship with the Five of Cups out here. What I'm getting more than anything, that you kind of have a sense of it's time to kind of get out of the doldrums and maybe pick yourself back up off the ground, maybe even start exploring the realm of love again, maybe open up the door to possible new relationships, a relationship. I get the sense that it's taken a while for you to recover from whatever you've recently left or walked away from. That you might still be in that rest mode where you're still trying to kind of make sense of what happened, pick up the pieces, recover, Maybe you're even feeling a little sorry for yourself. Maybe even a little pessimistic about dipping your toe back in the water, so to speak. If this is a romantic or intimate connection that I'm sensing, recent split, breakup, or just recently kind of moving away from something that didn't work out for you. And I have a sense that you're real determined to stay away from the mistakes this time around. If you do decide to explore the possibilities of a new relationship in the near future, that you're going to fight that temptation to make poor choices, bad decisions with regard to connections. And again, this doesn't necessarily have to mean intimate or romantic, kind of leaning in that direction, because that's what it feels like so far, but I might change my mind. This could be any kind of relationship, friendships, even co-workers or people that you are more casually connected to. Maybe you've had some disappointments with regard to some of those relationships that just haven't gone your way or were not good matches for you, that kind of thing. The relationship wasn't serving you well in whatever capacity that means for you, Taurus. So let's get some more cards out and see what else we have. Page of Wands, the Sun, the Five of Cups this time in the upright, clarifying the Five of Cups in reverse, Page of Pentacles, the Tower in reverse, Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Wands. So again, we have 3 pages out here so far. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and then we had the Page of Cups out here earlier. I get the sense that you might feel like you're starting over, starting again. Maybe considering new offers, maybe considering getting out there again with respect to a new relationship, new connection. Just don't bite me and stop chewing on my hair. I do get the sense that there is this hope to start over or start again or start fresh. Maybe being able to leave the hurt behind, leave the grief behind, leave the sorrow behind. You put a lot of thought into, again, maybe what went wrong or how you can grow from the experience. Maybe seeking answers on how to start again, how to start fresh, how to start over. If this does have to do with that kind of connection, romantic or otherwise, it does feel like a relationship has recently been let go of or released, and that there is a sense of recovery, but feeling a little bit uncertain, maybe feeling a little insecure about your decisions, and fighting hard to choose a new path or a different path, or maybe adopting a different perspective when it comes to what relationships mean to you and what's the reason behind having them in your life. What's the purpose behind having that kind of intimate relationship? What purposes does it serve? How does it help you grow? What do those connections do for you? You know, is it just about the connection? Is it just about sex? Is it just about having a companion? Is it just about hanging out with somebody? What's important to you? And I get the feeling like maybe in the past you've made some poor mistakes. Maybe you've made some bad decisions with regard to those kind of relationships, and you want to put that behind, start new, maybe adopt different perspective, is what I'm getting from this first couple sets of cards. So let's get some more out here for you, Taurus, and see what else we can come up with. We have the Knight of Swords, Hanged Man in reverse. Please stop chewing on my hair, driving me nuts. Six of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse. Judgment again. Justice in reverse. Four of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like the Queen of Swords is your energy, Taurus. And again, I want to remind any male viewers that you can still embody this energy even if you're a male. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's kind of been through it and back. This usually indicates a single energy. It can indicate a single energy. Maybe even someone who's had a little bit of a rough history when it comes to relationships or maintaining something stable in the area of love or those kind of connections. And I do feel like this is something that you have on your mind and you're feeling a little bit hesitant, pessimistic, or uncertain about where you're headed from here. To me, this indicates you could be having negative thoughts or kind of feeling pessimistic, or maybe not even willing to communicate or think about this right now. Maybe it's not even on your mind or something you're worried about, because I do get the sense that you might be uncertain as to whether or not you're ready to make some positive decisions in that area, or open yourself up for the possibility. You know, you might be still kind of working through some things and trying to decide, should I just give this up or do I try again? Do I make another effort at this? I do feel significantly that you are getting over a recent failure, something that went wrong, something that did not go your way, and you're recovering, but there's still a lot of grief. There's still some, you know, some things to be worked through, some things to get past with respect to leaving whatever this was behind for you. So what I'm seeing in this first three sets of cards, that's what I meant to say. First three sets of cards is that you're in a recovery period. And maybe you know, exploring the area of a new relationship is not warranted for you or not the right move for you in this moment in time. Because you're still hanging on to some history, you're still hanging on to some grief from the past, you're still trying to get over some of those things that didn't go your way. And if you're still hanging on to some of that negative energies from a past relationship or something that didn't go well for you, is it the right time to explore something new? Is it going to put you off on the right foot? Is it going to be that first step towards something stable that you can build and be successful with? Do you have what that takes right now in this moment in time? And you know, I suppose the cards could be indicating, Taurus, that you have already opened the door to a new opportunity, and maybe you are feeling that you aren't ready now that you've kind of opened the door and you've seen that there's that possibility, that potential's out there. Maybe you've been communicating, messaging, or talking back and forth with somebody, and there might be a little bit of fear or uncertainty setting in because you're just not certain about your state of mind. Your growth, for example, your spiritual growth from the past mistakes, past events, past relationships that haven't gone your way or in the right direction for you. I just, you know, I shuffle these little cards, and sometimes they flip over and the Four of Wands just came out again. Four of Wands is about achieving goals, especially in the area of relationships, home, family, marriage, for example. And it is out here in your third set of cards. Okay, so let's do one more shuffle, Taurus, and get some more cards out here and see what else we can get for you. Okay, so we have the Empress. And we have Strength in reverse. The Queen of Swords is out here again, this time in the upright position. Two of Pentacles. Magician in reverse. Page of Swords. We have all the pages out here. Page of Wands again in reverse. And then the Chariot. So honestly, what I'm getting, Taurus, is it's possible that you might already be reconnecting with somebody, but I think there's some communication surrounding your history. I feel like you maybe have you've been talking about it, maybe even talking about what went wrong or expressing your grief surrounding the things that didn't go your way. You might be expressing your uncertainty surrounding a new offer, making a new offer or accepting, or delving into something new, exploring something new. It's possible you might be trying to convince yourself that you're ready, but you know deep down inside that you're not. You're not, I don't know that you've experienced the Nine of Pentacles in the upright long enough to feel confident and secure to dip your toe back into another connection, new relationship. You haven't had enough time on your own, perhaps, recovering from what's occurred in the past, or making sense of some of the decisions and choices that you did make in the past. I think that you would like to embody this Empress energy when you are able to approach someone new or communicate with somebody new. I think you would like to present yourself as this kind of energy, which is a very good energy to embody if you're looking to make a connection, because the Empress is secure and solid all on her own. She's been through a lot of experiences. She's wise. She is empowered by life experiences, having a confident, solid grip on her own life, and able to take care of herself, able to stand on her own 2 feet, able to offer what she expects in return from connections, relationships, an equal give and take. And I think you would like to present this the next time you get a chance. If that's not now, it could be now. But there is some fear, some hesitancy, or uncertainty surrounding this. Can it happen? Is it possible at this point in time? Let's get this last round out here for you, Taurus. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. The Devil. Knight of Wands. Ace of Cups. Nine of Pentacles in reverse again. Seven of Wands. And then we have the Three of Wands. So I'm getting more of the same. I think what's holding you back right now, Taurus, is you still have this on your mind. You still have the Six of Wands in reverse, Five of Cups on your mind. You're still kind of dwelling in this kind of energy right now, and this is not going to be healthy for starting something new. If that's what that's what I'm feeling, is that you're kind of wanting to be ready for that, but I don't know that you are. The cards are indicating there's some more work to be done in that area. You haven't done all the work that you need to do in order to achieve this status yet, and this is the status you want to be at for something successful, for something that ultimately will be super strong and stable, for something that you can build on. And if you want to move in this direction, then you've got to make the right choices. You've got to choose the right paths. You've got to you've got to set yourself up for success and move in the right direction, make some positive changes, and you got to be willing to fight for it, make it work. And again, I'm not sure you're in the right state of mind just yet to make that happen. Based on what I'm seeing right now, Taurus. But it doesn't mean that you're not headed in the right direction. And right now you've got pages all over this reading. And to me that just indicates maybe a little bit of a beginner's mindset. Someone who's trying to start at square one. Someone who's trying to start over or start again. Maybe taking a different approach. Adopting a different attitude, different perspective. So that when you're faced with some similar decisions and choices that maybe you've made in the past, that maybe you go a different direction. Or you're able to make decisions that are more positive for you. So Taurus, we're going to get a Dreams of Gaia Tarot card for you to finish up this reading. Maybe some advice, next steps forward. Some words of encouragement from Spirit. Something that will help you move in the direction of embodying that Empress energy. And I want to remind my male viewers, you could either be dealing with somebody who's going through this, if you are male and watching this reading, if it's resonating, or you could be embodying this energy, the Empress and the Queen of Swords, working to become that, a little bit wiser, a little more nurturing, capable, confident, secure with yourself, with who you are, and presenting that to, whoever else you decide to connect with, whether that be on an intimate and romantic level, or this is, workplace situation or connection. I'm going to take Perception, which came out flopped into my chair. It did come out, actually flopped over into the upright position, so I'm going to take it as an upright card. And we'll read this and then wrap it up. Taurus, wow, we're only at 23 minutes. I'm doing really good for time. So we have 21. And I opened it to the card after. So I think I'm going to read, let's see. So these major arcana cards, which are a little different than the traditional Rider-Waite, these have meanings, and then they have present, past, future meanings, and then they have the potential blockage meaning. And I think that I'm going to read for you the present. It is about 2 pages. It's like it's 2.5 pages. So it's still long. It's going to take me a while. So it's good we're doing good on time, because this card will take me a while to read. And hopefully if this reading is resonating for you, this will be helpful to you in some way. So here we go, Taurus. The Perception card in the present position invites you to alter your perception by changing your perspective. To do so, try this exercise. Sit for a moment in a familiar space, find an object, and then focus your attention upon it. The more you focus, the more everything around the object will seem to blur and become less defined. Only the object that sits nearby remain clear, but even they are still less defined than the object of your attention. Those objects sit on the periphery of your awareness. They are either noise or just less important. As you look at the subject of your attention, you will notice small details. Okay, you can't You can't sit on that cup. Okay, she's decided that she's going to perch on my teacup, and it's cold tea. I offered her a sip earlier, so now she's just going to help herself. And frankly, since she's been moody, I'm going to let her. So as long as she doesn't crap in my tea, I think I'm going to be okay with that. Okay, Carmela, you're going to get away with this time. It's probably a mistake on my part because you're going to assume that every time I have something that it's yours also. But I don't want to get bit again. Okay, sorry, Taurus. How much would I? Okay. Sorry, I am totally distracted now. More than likely, the subject of your attention looks quite different from this new angle. It's also interesting to note how many details you remember from the initial perspective. How much of what you recall is accurate? Do you remember all of the details or only a few? This is just an example of how when you change your perspective, everything changes. Details, memories, people, past experiences, current situations. Once you regard the subject of your focus from a different perspective, your perspective also changes. When you shift your perspectives, you will see something new that offers more information or brings something that was hidden into the light. You might also discover that what you initially perceived and remembered is not as accurate as you believed. In addition to inviting you to change your perspective, the perception card in the present also signifies a need to determine whether you are creating your reality or whether you are allowing others to shape it for you. Both can be problematic if you are not mindful and aware. The media, for example, distorts almost everything. What's normal and what's not. What's beautiful and what's not. New discoveries, political and current events, and even history. What's offered by the media is done so from a limited perspective, and not everything you see is the truth. In fact, much of it is complete fabrication, designed to influence you to believe what they tell you. A little bit of truth is hidden within the lies so that we will focus upon the thread of truth, believe in that truth, and then by association believe everything else that is offered alongside. That's why I don't watch the news anymore. I used to watch it 24/7, and I just can't, you can't depend on it anymore to be the truth. Yet we sometimes do the same with our own personal perception. We can take the limited knowledge that we possess and extrapolate. We expand upon it. Sometimes, if there is a wealth of information to call upon, our perception is truthful, but at other times it is an illusion. Reality is fact-based. Our perception is our interpretation or understanding of the facts on both a sensory and intellectual level. We can perceive things differently, but it does not make reality any less factual. Facts stay the same and are not altered or changed by our perception or opinion. It is not a fact if it evolves and changes over time. It is a theory, a hypothesis, an idea, or a concept. Reality is so much more than just what we perceive with our limited senses, and compared to other animals, humans do have rather limited sensory capabilities. Therefore, what we know about the world is incomplete and always will be because our senses do not allow us to perceive all that is, and because our senses cannot perceive it, our minds struggle to comprehend it. We cannot say with absolute certainty what is and what is not unless we stick to the facts that cannot be disputed. Our perception tends to be shaped by a mix of fact and stuff that our mind uses to fill in the gaps and give those facts depth, substance, and context in relation to us. A blend of fact and imagination is quite normal. Remember, our minds can be very selective. We tend to focus on a few details and rely on memory and extrapolation to fill in the gaps. Our eyes do the same as our minds. It is a scientific fact that our eyes do not actually see all that we look upon. Instead, we only see a part of what surrounds us. Our minds fill in the holes. Our minds create our reality. Has your perception now been altered? Can you say that you know something to be the truth with absolute certainty? The perception card in the present position is not about instilling doubts, but about increasing awareness. Knowledge is power, and wisdom comes from understanding, but it only brings power and wisdom if our understanding is accurate. Otherwise, our perception will be flawed. Therefore, take the time to question everything. Double check and even triple check your facts so you can be certain that they are indeed facts. Shift your perspective and see a larger, clearer picture, and also be willing to embrace the awareness that what we perceive to be truth and reality might, with the benefit of an increased perspective, be revealed to be an illusion. And what you thought to be an illusion or lie may actually be true. Finally, be open-minded when you feel challenged by another's perception. It is truth for them, and just because you do not agree does not make their reality any less real or truthful than your own, especially if you are working from a personal viewpoint instead of a factual one. So that was a long-winded way of saying examine all sides. Look at all different ways of seeing something from all points of view. Change your perspective. We were talking about that too. You kind of seeing, is this right for me now? Can I see what mistakes I made in the past? Can I make those changes that I need in order to embody this kind of energy? Have I done the work yet? Have I done the work so that I can embody and offer this kind of energy when something new comes along, if indeed that's what you're looking for, is making some new connections? A new romantic interest, for example. Exploring the realm of love and emotions. So I do feel strongly, Taurus, that you're making some good headway. You're making some progress, but you've got a little bit of work to do, a little bit of time still to spend on this, but it looks like you're making some good progress. So I commend you. This is the time to be doing this kind of work. We've got the time. We've got, some of us have the time. Some of us are essential workers. Not me. My son is an essential worker. He works in a restaurant. People in medicine and law enforcement and postal service and grocery stores and all those people who need to be out there. Maybe they don't have as much time as others, but if you've got the kind of time that this quarantine situation has us in, take some time to reflect on your past and mistakes you've made and see if you can't make any progress in the area of improving or adopting some different perspectives so you can see reality, see the truth, see it from a different point of view. All right, Taurus, enough jibber jabber already. Been babbling on and on. I'm going to let you go. Happy birthday again. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading did resonate, please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment if you want to. I always enjoy those. And I hope I see you again soon. Take care. Bye.